Hello and welcome to Trackside with Carl. Today I'm at Brands Hatch for the GT World Challenge Europe race. This is the Trackside walk. We are just by Paddock Hill Bend and we're going down this first corner. The thing that you don't really see on television with Paddock Hill Bend is that it drops about 10 meters in elevation. So once we get around this corner, you will see absolutely huge drop. So we look on up to Druids. Let's see if I can capture this on camera. And there, over there, is the paddock, hence the name Paddock Hill Bend. So there it is. That is Paddock Hill Bend. Absolutely iconic corner in motorsport. It's really impressive to see GT3 cars come around this corner. I'm going to go down there to watch the start because usually someone bins it into the gravel. These guys have got a good spot down here. This is a great spot. Getting there early, right? So yeah, you can almost reach out and touch the cars here. They come through really quickly. If you ever race this on a sim, can't really see the corner when you're braking, so blind entry. So now on to Druids. You can see I'm looking quite far down there to that dip. You can see where all the tyre marks down there. People have been running off. This bit is usually absolutely packed at the start for obvious reasons. There's some of our fellow marshal brethren down there. I will hopefully be joining them at some point. As a marshal, first marshalling experience will be at Goodwood Rally stage this year. That's a look up Paddock Hill. Still, not sure if you can quite capture the drop on this camera, but it's pretty significant. So once you've come downhill, you obviously have to go uphill. Really good taking opportunity, and it's a pretty steep climb up to Druids. Absolutely love coming here as a spectator. You can be really close to the action. He's got a pretty good spot, hasn't he? So you can go over the bridge there to the inside of Druids, but we're going to go on the outside. This is one of my favourite spots here, just at the braking zone. Finally at Druids, iconic corner. So there's a Marshall Place, Druids. You can pull cars back in there if they need to. Got a great spot for photography. I would have loved to be here in the 80s watching turbocharged Formula 1 cars come around here, but there we go, he was only a child then. So now we're going to cut across this bit. You can go down there a bit, but we are going to go this way. I'm going to cut over to the bridge and go into the forest section. So another really good spot to watch the cars here. They're at full chat, pretty quick, pretty loud. There we go. Cars have come up there, up the hill, down into that dip, up to Hawthorns, which is our next destination. Little bit of a dip, uphill again. Got to have your walking boots or good footwear for this bit because we're going to go through forest track. I've never been here when it's been wet. So there is a rally stage down here, of course. Pretty undulating track. So, but nice thing about it is it's quite compact. So you can get around the whole thing pretty quickly, really. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to sit in this section anymore, I want to go to a different section, not really that far to go. Unlike Silverstone, where the end of the hangar straight and you want to go to the other side, it's a bit of a walk. Here we go, this is a bridge across the circuit. So you can go up that way, it goes towards Dingle Dell. So you can see by the map here. Sheene Curve, this is always a tricky one, especially on the sim. If you ever race it on the sim, so easy to end up there and then into the wall on the other side. Really cool circuit to race on the sim, and also amazing circuit to spectate at. So we're there, we're going to go up this way. Gosh, gorgeous day out here. Another great spot to watch the action, full chat, bit of noise, lovely. Good spot for some photography as well, actually, because no catch fences. It does make you feel a little bit disconcerted, but very unlucky to have a crash here, I'd say. So, another marshal post down there. Probably quite a quiet one to work at. Bit of flag waving, bit of sign waving, probably about it. Right, down into the forage stage. I made the unfortunate mistake of walking up this the other way once, and it was pretty tough after a day of walking around. So, deep drop. I'm pretty sure this is part of the rally stage that they do here. Definitely going to come and do a video for the rally that they do here at some point. I think that's during the winter. Get a bit of motorsport action in the winter, which doesn't usually happen. So, it'd be pretty cool to see cars coming through here, although pretty treacherous part. We'll be going just up there next to Hawthorns. So as there's not much action going on, there's hardly anyone around this part of the track at the minute. And look what's here, you guessed it, another hill, quite steep. Must be so much fun driving around this track in a GT3 car, very envious, very undulating, it must be very satisfying, especially if you're nailing it, going fast. Really nice bit to come to when cars are going around the track at full speed. The track is just there, you can see the barriers. So sound echoes through the trees. Here we go, Hawthorns. Doesn't really look like much of a turn looking at it from here, but it is fast turn. Do usually see a few spills if people try and nip up the inside. Just looking at the track here, it looks absolutely pristine. Wish our roads were like that. Fortunately, they're not. No catch fence here, so the photography is a good spot. Named after the Ferrari legend, of course. What a legend, Mike Hawthorn. Oh, we've got cars coming. So that was Mustang, if you didn't hear it. It's an absolute monster of a car. I really didn't expect it to be that loud, but it was nuts. What do you reckon to that, Callum?
That's my favourite one.
That's your favourite one. It's Callum's favourite one. The Mustang. He's a muscle car enthusiast, obviously. We have got some cars going round. Some McLaren Cup, but we are up right at the top of the hill now again, so we start to dip down now into Dingle Dell. Cool name. Must be a lot of fun driving cars down here too. So McLaren Cup cars at the moment, they're looking pretty cool, pretty loud. It's one thing you don't get on television is smell of burnt fuel, whether you like that or not. Dingle Dell, big compression. Must make you have jingly tummy when it hits the bottom of that going at full speed. Now this bit up here does have a quite cool section where you can watch cars come around this corner. But you're very close and it makes you feel rather sick. If you don't watch them, you try and watch them go past, so you kind of have to just like look in one direction. So there we go, Sheene Curve coming up. This is a good corner as well, but we'll get to that in a moment. So we've bottomed out Dingle Dell, we are now going uphill. Sheene Curve, absolute nightmare. Corner, if you get it wrong, you're in the gravel. As far as I can see, you can't really spectate this corner too well. You can kind of see it through the trees, but just watching these McLarens go past, they are impressive. It's only a support race, but it's still pretty spectacular watching them go past. So having a go. I haven't checked my timetable. I think it's either qualifying or a warm-up. Probably qualifying for a race later on, so looking forward to seeing them race later. So we're back through the woods here, getting close to the end of our track walk. We'll be going down towards Clearways, which is another favourite spot of mine to watch these cars go through. Marshall Post, that's a good one, I reckon. I was going to say one thing about doing a track walk. This is my first one that I've done, first video for track walk, but I'm going to say that I need to strengthen my arm up a bit because this holding this gimbal like this is the whole circuit is pretty heavy, so either stronger arm or lighter kit, probably stronger arm. Not sure how well you can hear the cars on this lapel mic, pretty loud. Okay, back on top of the steep hill. And now we go down towards Clearways. So on the other side of the track now. Thought my mic wasn't on them, which would have been a disaster, but it is, so all good. Yeah, all good. So we're going to go this way now to Stirlings. And now this is a bit of an exploration for me because I've never been down this bit before. So we shall see spectator area around here, but let's have a look. Signpost. So Stirling's that way, so we're going to go this way towards Clearways. Never been here before. Didn't realise you could get up here, but that's a great shot. Stirling's really cool little logs here you can stand on for photographers to get a good shot through. But I imagine you can get some pretty decent images through there. Cars have stopped for a moment, not sure why, but I'm sure they'll be back out soon. So a little look on the map. That's where we were. So we're going down this way now to Clearways. Back round to the start finish. Right. I was just thinking about that Mustang, that sounded good. Can't wait for the GT3s to come out. Not long now, I think the race is next, so it's going to be good. It's a good spot, that is. Like it, back there later. That is towards Clearways, can't go through there, so we're going back this way. You can see a fair amount of track up here, bit of the start finish straight, and the cars coming around this corner. Right. Off to Clearways, and that'll conclude this track tour. Not far to go now, so it's not too busy yet, but there's a hell of a lot of people in the pit lane earlier, so I think they're probably loitering, buying merchandise. Pretty disappointed I didn't get my Cadillac hat earlier. I have to purchase one online, I think, but still may purchase one, different one maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll pick the one from the manufacturer who has the best sounding car, so I hope that's not Ford, because I don't particularly want to wear a Ford hat, but it might be. Go under the bridge. Clearways. I can't actually see that. I'm lifting this over the fence, so that'd be a cool spot to watch the race from, but obviously can't do that here. Bridges are always blocked off in motorsport events, so I assume people don't block up the bridge for number one, but also don't drop anything onto the track. Oh, car. Another good spot here, no catch fence. Fast under there. Braking into Clearways, which is just there. Again, another really good spot to watch the track, because you can see that corner there. I'm coming underneath the bridge. Clearways, bit of a start finish straight as well, so. Nice not having a catch fence. We'll get some sounds of the cars here later. That's it, Clearways. Probably see someone in that gravel at some point. Bit of argy-bargy. I know it's not touring cars, but nevertheless, we sometimes see it in GT3 racing. Bag van. The entrance, actually, is just up here. That's where we came in. Sprint race is about to start in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but soon. Teams are getting out onto the grid, so we're going to go up the grid and have a look and see if we can see some of the cars there. And then we're going to decide where we're going to go sit. But I think T1. So I'm with Callum, brother-in-law today. His first time here at Brands Hatch. Probably going to take him to Paddock Hill for T1, which is always exciting. So you're just basically on the track as soon as you come in, which is great. Not much walking. I've only been to Silverstone when I've been with someone who's disabled, so pretty easy to get in. I don't know what it's like on a British Grand Prix day, probably mad. Clearways. Balance of performance.
It wasn't anything that they were looking to try and gain or cheat or
Relegated to
performance gain at
Lamborghinis.
all. It was just an issue with the car that prevented them from.
Balance of performance is something that they have in these GT3 cars to make the field relatively even.
They are endeavouring.
So you get such a mix of cars,
whether they
and
can solve the problem on the car, and hopefully it means that we will see.
doesn't mean one car dominates, unlike in Formula One. Love the Alpine. I think we'll watch the first race and come and have a good look around these cars. Callum, what do you reckon? That is a very smart car.
The other news from yesterday is that one car that didn't take part in qualifying because I had an off in the pre-qualifying
Very nice.
session. The McLaren Trophy.
Oh, look at that. Bristol 2 litre. That's one for my Lemoore chat group. They're going to absolutely love that. So I finished straight now, just concluding our track walk.
Nosed itself into the barriers. It rode up the barriers, the nose of the car up in the air, and then it came down to land on its right-hand side in the ground.
Cars will be putting their tyres on coming to the grid in a min. So they've got different tyres there, I'm not sure why. I don't know if they put a fresh set of boots on when they get to the grid. So I suppose we'll find out in a minute. We've got wet tyres there as well, intermediates I suppose, just in case it rains, but I mean there is a pretty bleak cloud up there, but otherwise it looks okay. I didn't actually bring any of my rain kit with me, so if it does rain, Callum and I are going to be running back to the car for an umbrella. Back up the pit lane.
Today, I know he's not here this weekend. I think he's over in Australia.
It's straight, not really straight, really. It's just a very soft curve all the way along. Can't really see it here, but it is. And there's a Paddock Hill up there. A little rise to Paddock Hill, actually, looking at it from this perspective.
You're right, yeah, there's not that many.
Again, this track is just fab. Wherever you are, you can see loads of it. It's just a great spot. TVRs over there, actually. Loved those cars when I was a kid. That concludes our track walk here. So if you like these track walks, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a like, let me know what I've missed. Yeah, if you do come to Brands Hatch, watch this video beforehand just to get a few tips if you've never been here before. It's a wicked track. Just as a Lamborghini thunders off down Paddock Hill. We're going to find a good spot. We're going to probably go Graham Hill Bend now and watch the start. So nice to see these cars coming out. Right, see you at the next one.